All right, guys. Welcome back, travelers, to another exciting episode of The Long Road. You may recognize the format we got going on right now. It's a good old-fashioned low-grade podcast format. And that's because, to be honest, we've been really lazy here lately. And I think it's a lot of our eyes was too big for our bellies. We knew what we wanted. We wanted to get there quick. And as a result, it was a terrible delivery and all that, what have you.
Yeah. Shot for the moon. Should have just shot for like a Wendy's instead.
Yeah, what it was is we were shooting for the moon, but we couldn't even crawl yet.
Yeah, we let the chili peppers down. We did not make it to the moon.
Yeah, because we got to crawl.
Gotta crawl.
Chili peppers, man. Should have listened. Should have known.
Yeah.
Should have known there's a lesson in there. So anyway, what we're going to start doing is some sort of content every week, whether it be old school podcast format like when we first started. Or an adventure video like what we started doing in the past couple of years.
What we like doing. Going somewhere.
They're a lot of fun.
Yep.
Yeah. Or even we've talked about doing some joke videos in the form of old school YouTube comedy videos. Back in the day, it was pretty much just like stoner comedy, like Balloon Shop and pork chop sandwiches. If you guys remember the G.I. Joe pork chop sandwiches video.
Pork chop sandwiches.
Yeah. We can't animate.
No. Might just be Parker standing in a field telling us his favorite things about Christmas or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So we're going to try to get y'all something, at least once a week, try to build the fan base up a little bit. And actually, you know what? It's not even about the fan base at this point. This
is just for us.
I feel like it's an innate need between Logan and myself that we both feel like we need to create something.
It's something we like doing. It's a good outlet. It's fun. If nobody watches it, whatever. If 1,000 people watch it, that's cool too. It's just, something we like doing.
Yeah, it'd be cool if we get like a celebrity fan.
Oh, yeah,
Low-key celebrity fan. Look, I'm not saying that I want to be in a music video, but if you need a guy to just stand randomly in the background, I know where you can find two.
Yeah.
And this guy.
I'm not putting my number on screen, but, just slide in my DMs. We'll get it.
Slide up in the DMs if you need some background actors. Me and Logan got you back.
Yeah.
So, man, wow. It's been like a whole freaking year.
It's been a hot minute since we've done anything.
Yeah, and we're on a new year. I feel like it's a good reason to start, a lot of people like to sit there and go like, new year, new me. It's not new me, man. I'm the same old piece of crap I always was.
I'm okay with that. I'm still in 2016.
My thing is I'm not changing unless I want to change, and I'm not going to change because people are like, oh, it's a new year. You should be a different person. Like,
you got to lose weight. You got to join the gym. Nah, I ain't doing that.
But on a side note, man, I'm worried about your cholesterol, bud. You might need to go start going to the gym a little bit.
I gotta lay off the red meat. Lay off the red meat.
I love you, but
okay.
So, man, this past year's been sort of nuts, though. Did we do the video? We did not on the Overland Expo.
No,
we forgot the camera.
Forgot the camera, then.
And you guys are probably thinking, like, man, that's a real lame excuse. But we had to park like 20 miles away and take a bus.
Got on the bus, forgot the camera. It was shit cold.
Yeah.
Super muddy anyway, so.
It was cool, but it was not a fun. It was cool, but it wasn't fun.
I don't think it would have made a good video. Maybe if it wasn't so muddy and cold.
But, and just the overall energy level, because it was so cold, was just really low. And not on our side, because we were...
Everybody there looked beat up because they got, it rained like crazy the day before. And you can tell they were bored or tired or whatever.
They just wanted to go home.
Yeah.
That's what it was. You could tell everybody there was ready to go home. Like, we got invites from several of the groups there that were like, hey, we're going to be drinking later if y'all still around. Please help us finish this beer off so we can get our stuff packed up early so we can leave first thing in the morning. Like, that was how serious they... And actually, the one tire company's like, we're leaving tonight.
Yeah, they're like, we ain't sticking around.
Because it had rained like 5 inches the day before, and then that night was like 30 degrees.
Yeah.
So it's not just cold. It's wet. It's muddy. It's cold. And nobody wanted to be there. If I didn't have some ulterior motives for going, I probably wouldn't have went.
Yeah.
So
maybe next year.
Yeah.
Hit up one of the smaller events or something too.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, just hopefully next year, cold is fine. Rain is fine. Not both.
Speaking of rain, it's finally quit. It hasn't rained. It's been raining like the past 3 weeks. Today was a nice sunny day.
Although I will say one of the interesting things is we got to drive one of the 2019 Ford Rangers at a demo event there, and I was not impressed at all because the guy, and I put this in the comments because they sent me an email wanting how would you rate your experience? I was like, your guy trying to sell me this truck was an idiot. He couldn't tell me if it was full-time, part-time, four-wheel drive. He tried to tell me it was a Hotchkiss design, or it was it used the suspension designed by Hotchkiss. Hotchkiss is just a fucking type of front end shit anyway. That's nothing crazy.
Right.
That's not a selling point. That's standard. Non-Hotchkiss front ends are what they use on dirt track cars. Everything else, essentially, if you have a car that was built after, I don't know, 1978, it's a Hotchkiss front end. He did not impress me in the slightest. And the one cool feature that they had on that, it was like an off-road cruise control thing, and that's real cool. But Toyota's been putting that on the Taco since 2016, so they're 3 years too late to the market with that.
When I'm off-roading, the last thing I want is cruise control. Because if you're using cruise control off-road, I don't feel like you're actually off-roading. You're just kind of cruising down a gravel road.
Well, I get the point of using that.
I get it, but
I mean,
I wouldn't use it.
It would be different if it was a manual. If the car, if it was a manual truck and you could put that thing in first and run that system where it's going to keep you rolling.
And you don't have to keep on the clutch.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever been off-roading in a manual, but it's a kind of a pain in some places when you're trying to work the brake, the gas, and the clutch all at the same time.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun to me.
So I could kind of get it if that was the case, but I was just the only thing I was impressed with the room in the back seat. The least important thing.
Had a lot of headroom for tall people too.
Yeah, that was it. It was the headroom in the back. I could sit up in the back seat and be fine. And I'm a tall dude. I'm 6'2".
There's leg room in the back.
If I'm riding in the back seat of something, I'm usually humped over like this, so I can just be comfortable.
Right.
But with this thing, I could sit up, and that was cool. But that's not enough to make me want to buy it, because I'm gonna fit comfortably in the front of anything that I buy. It's just one of those things. I was really let down. It's obvious that they're trying to get the market segment back that Toyota's dominated, and it's going to be hard to do. Toyotas are known, for their quality and their capabilities and everything else, especially with the Taco. The Taco is a freaking monster of a truck. You're going to have to do something a little better than what they did if they plan to take that market share back. And introducing some stuff and being all excited about a technology that Toyota's already been running for 3 years isn't doing you any favors.
Yep.
You're going to have to come up with something a little bit better than that. Just my opinion.
I'm not crazy about the sync system either. That seems kind of cheap.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I don't know. I think most technologies in the dash are kind of cheap feeling to me anyways, but I guess they're durable, so I don't know.
Yeah. And
that's the geek in me coming out it's kind of cheesy. Kind of cheap. Looks cheap. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel that. Honestly, I don't understand why some of these car manufacturers don't just go to Sony or go to some of these other aftermarket head unit, manufacturers and be
Alpine.
Yeah, Alpine, any of those guys would be design us a head unit.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
Your capabilities with this that we have, but they don't. And I feel like that's where a lot of them are lagging. Instead of making the stock audio system awesome enough that you don't want to change it.
Yeah, that's fine for base models.
In there to get you to not do it.
Yeah. Like, in the base models, that's fine, do whatever. But, like, if you're paying a premium price, let's get a premium head unit. Come on, I mean...
Well, that's like the Jeep has the Uconnect system.
Yeah.
And it's cool looking, and it's got, like, the built-in navigation, all that stuff. That's all fine and good. But from what I understand is, like, as an actual head unit, it's pretty terrible. So
I hear it overheats a lot, too. Like...
Do what?
Overheating issues. Like it was
really?
Yeah, overheat.
See, didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's the thing is like instead of bringing in somebody who's an expert on head units to make you a cool head unit, instead they're just like, all right, well, we're going to put all this stuff in it to make it to where you don't want to lose all this, so you'll leave our shitty head unit in, and that's not the route you need to go.
Yeah.
But if maybe if
that's a big selling point right there with all the features you got in the dash. Like, oh man, this thing's powered by Alpine. That's a selling point.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then have like some actual decent output. I mean, you look at stock output on most, or the output on most stock head units, and you're looking at like maybe 50 watts to each speaker.
Like my Frontier, I got the Rockford Fosgate. It sounds amazing, but the head unit is a turd. I would love to replace it, but I'm not sure. I have to find a head unit that does everything that the head unit currently does, just because I want it to look better.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Once again, man, getting those designers in there that know what they're doing, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of designers, man, I forgot where I was going with that.
Scoochie, man.
Scoochie, Maine. What?
What?
Yeah. I know. So, speaking of designers, one of the reasons that I've not been really available in the past, I don't know, 3 months, 4 months to really do anything is I'm getting ready to launch my own company. I'm not going to put too much out there, but just be on the lookout for some stuff coming out the gate. And actually, when I say I'm getting ready to launch my own company, I mean, Logan and I are getting ready to launch our own company with my brother, Trevor, a minority stake in that. Trevor's an engineer, and he wants stake in the company instead of us having to pay him for some of the stuff that we need. We're more than happy to oblige.
You got a deal.
You work for free, you say. 20%, you say. All right. So anyway, yeah.
Sign here, please.
I'm designing a product, and I think I've got a few more hours left on designing a product, the product in question, and then I'll hand that off to Trevor. Trevor will design it up, and then once we're happy with it and ready to start rolling that out, then we'll actually launch the company. And I look forward to it, man. I think it's going to be a good thing.
2019 goal?
Oh yeah, actually, it was a birthday goal, but with all of the internet outages I have been facing over the past 3 weeks, that's why I'm at the break room at one of our substations. Actually, I have internet at the house, but it's still really, really slow. But
it's back though.
Since I don't know, before Christmas, we've been without internet for probably a week and a half straight.
You was without a phone for a while too.
Yeah. Well, our thing is it's all the same thing, man. We can't get no cable internet up here. It's all based on the phone company. So if one goes out, the other goes out. So we've been without internet a lot, and so that's kind of pushed me behind. So I might have to push that date back. But my original plan was by my birthday, which is in
a couple weeks,
17 days, to be ready. Lack of internet has prevented me from actually going through with that date. I'm a little bummed, but it is what it is. You gotta roll with the punches, and it's just a slight setback, and don't let it stop me. So that's the way I see it anyway. So we're gonna keep rolling, and all of our fans, hopefully you guys stay tuned and see that as it's coming. And once we get it actually everything up and launched, we might talk a little bit about some of the issues that we faced. I've been doing a lot of research on stuff I never thought I'd research. LLCs versus S corp. Well, actually, and I found this out, it's not actually an S corp. You can be an LLC and an S corp. An S corp is an election you can do on your taxes. So whether to do an LLC or a corporation or what have you, and
all the legal stuff.
Do what?
All the legal stuff.
Yeah. I've been digging into some federal regulations on some stuff and learned some crazy stuff. I'd like to get into it, but I don't want to give away what we're doing. A lot of cool little interesting facts I have discovered, actually. But yeah, everything right now is still we're moving smooth. As soon as I get the design phase done, we're going to hand that off to Trevor. He's going to go through and look at it from an engineering standpoint, do strength tests and all that. And once that's done and we're ready to go, when we're ready, we can produce, then we're going to either incorporate our LLC and actually get this thing rolling.
Woo!
I'm excited, man. I feel really good.
Haven't done anything. How do I put this? That's important. I was gonna say exciting, but yeah, important works.
No, don't say that. You make sure that people with cancer get their drugs, dude. Yeah, what you do is pretty important.
Yeah, I guess.
It might not be self-fulfilling, but it's important.
True. Yeah, I feel like 2018 was just, just kind of coasted along.
No, man, I feel you on that because, on all honesty, this is going to sound really weird. I have a much better time in life on odd-numbered years. Even-numbered years are terrible.
I think you told me that before.
Okay, but yeah. The pattern has held. So 2015, I finally graduated from college. Those of you who don't know, I didn't actually finish at Western when I went. I had like a class left that I was planning to go back and take. However, the internship that I had to have to graduate turned into a full-time job opportunity. I rode that out till I was let go and then went back to school. Took my last class and graduated in 2015. 2015 was also, I don't want to say the last time I had a girlfriend, but I got a new girlfriend in 2015 and graduated in 2015. And then 2016 we broke up. And shit was terrible in 2016. 2017, I started dating another girl that was way hotter than I should have been able to have done. I still don't know how the hell that happened, but it did. It wasn't, in all fairness, I think she figured it out. She must have put her contacts in. It was like, God damn, it's ugly.
I got
it. So, yeah, that happened in 2017. 2017 was a pretty good year. And then 2018 has sucked a boatload, like a tractor trailer load of anus. So, here's to 2019. I hope it's going to be a better year. It's already looking up, I guess. Speaking of me being ugly, man, so me and my brother, Kyle,
okay.
we go down to the casino on Friday. There's a casino just like 20 miles up the way here. And we're sitting there playing blackjack, and one of the pit bosses walks over, and I'm sitting beside Trevor, and she looks like she's like, "Are you guys brothers?" And I was like, "Damn, how'd she tell?" She's like, "Y'all kind of favor each other." I said, "I can't believe you would insult a man to his face like that. Trevor is much better looking than I am. We all know that I'm the ugly brother." I was like, "He's the good looking brother, and I'm the funny brother. That's how it is. You can't be both."
Right.
She is dying laughing, like doubled over in the pit, and I was like, "Yeah, fixing to get kicked out of here." Sir, quit distracting the pit boss. So,
that's funny.
Yeah, man, 2019, man, the year of Parker. Woo! Sky's gonna be the limit this year. Gonna do great things. Really great things. Really, really, really great things. We hope anyway. So keep your eyes out. I know we don't even have merch for the show.
I revisited the merch the other day. I was designing hats. I was like, man, We need some long road hats, but I couldn't come up with anything cool. Yeah.
You get us a cool patch hat?
I'll have to redo the logo. Patch, yeah, just make a patch hat. But then we got to design patches, which I've looked into. But, money for patches.
Yeah, hey, man, things keep going, man. We don't have to worry about it.
No, we want patch money soon, son.
But anyway, go ahead and make a note. We're going to need merch for the company, too.
Yeah, okay. We'll talk more after the podcast.
Yeah. No, I just know if I didn't tell you now, I'd forget.
Love merch.
So, yeah. I'm hoping 2019 is going to be a good year.
For sure.
Logan's going to we're going to hold each other's feet to the fire on this whole, once a week making a video thing. So, I'm excited about that, too.
I don't know what day of the week, but, sometime every week, we're gonna throw something out. It might not be me and Parker. It might be one of our friends, or just want to. It could be anything. Just some sort of video every week. I don't care what it is.
Yeah. Just to keep things rolling, man.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. I feel that.
Plus, if we had other people on, that change it up. Maybe throw Kyle in here, or your brother. Your brother can rant for days about. Whatever.
Oh, dude. I know that fans of the show we've had Trevor on there once, and you guys didn't even get a half of it.
Yeah.
You put me and Trevor in a room together and just hold on.
All over the place.
Oh yeah, it gets a little ridiculous. It is what it is. So, yeah, excited about some things. I will say this, man, already looking up, in 2018, granted, this was early in the season, the Pens were second to last in the Metro Division, and now we're number 2.
Number 2.
And we're only 2 points from beating the Caps, because fuck the Caps. Yeah, if y'all don't know, I'm a hockey fan.
Pittsburgh Penguins. We got to hit up a hockey game soon here before the season's over.
Dude, for real, though. So, those of you also who don't know, Knoxville, Tennessee has a minor league hockey team. And I don't know what the actual league's name is. I just know it's a minor league hockey team. It's the Ice Bears. They play there in Knoxville. It is, honest to God, a hell of a time for $8. We didn't spend a lot on tickets.
No, it's pretty cheap.
8 or 12.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Anyway, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
They have themes every night, too, so.
Yeah. When we were there, it was cartoon night. And I wish I had – and it was the first time we had went. It was for my birthday last year, so we're coming up on a 1-year anniversary of that.
Yeah.
I wish I'd have known that it was cartoon night, because what I would have done was go and try to get one of the SpongeBob-themed jerseys that they were wearing that night. Because I do love SpongeBob. We lost Steven Hillenberg this year, and I'm pretty bummed about that too. I really hope they do Sweet Victory at the Super Bowl. Apparently, the Mercedes-Benz Arena down in Atlanta is they tweeted a hint that they might try to get Sweet Victory played at the Super Bowl, which will just make the internet will go crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the SpongeBob memes and SpongeBob fans and everything else. It's going to be hilariously funny when it comes time to do that. So, well, I hope that they do it. Yeah,
that'd be sweet.
It'd be pretty sweet. I enjoy football too. I know my team's out. Pittsburgh Steelers fan. That's actually why I'm a Pens fan. I've been a Steelers fan for a long time. I was a Steelers fan because back in third grade, all my friends are into football and stuff, and nobody in my family watched football. And of the group of people that I hung out with in elementary school, which is pretty much everybody, there was no Steelers fans.
Right.
There was a Browns fan in my class, but there was no Steelers fans, and I was like,
"Who's
then
a
I'll
Browns
just be
fan?
yeah, right." So I was like, all right, I'll be a Steelers fan. And so I've been a Steelers fan ever since. And that's the reason. I have to explain that story to everybody. And they're like, why are you a Steelers fan? Like, you're not even from up north. And then I told them the story, and they're like, that's dumb. And I was like, I was 8. Get off my case.
Yeah.
So anyway.
These cars don't run.
I started getting into hockey. Trevor's his college roommates were both into hockey. And I used to go out, hang out with Trevor at Western a lot. And if there was a Predators game on, they would all go, like, they were both big Preds fans. And so, like, if there was a football game or a hockey game on with the Preds playing, they'd go down to the local bar and would sit there and watch it. So I started getting into it. I was like, oh, man, I got a fun team. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm already a Steelers fan. Might as well be a Penguins fan. And then I found out the Penguins are actually pretty decent. And I was like, all right, well, I guess I picked a good team.
Score one for me.
Although, when it comes to baseball, I am not a Pirates fan. That's the one where I differ. I am a Atlanta Braves. And that's because, man, growing up, if you turn the Braves game off, my grandma would have slapped you in the face.
Same with my family.
Did not touch the TV when the Braves were playing. And she knew, man, she could not even be in it. Like, you know how all dads have that innate instinct to know when somebody's messing with the thermostat?
Yeah.
My grandma had that same ability with knowing you turn the TV if the Braves are on.
Oh, yeah.
Like, honestly, my cousin Blair turned it in the middle of, like, it was tied. It was like 5-5 or something in the 7th.
Get hit with the fly swatter.
He turned it, and she didn't speak to him for 3 months. Yeah. Like, didn't even acknowledge his existence. He was like, oh, I done messed up. And I was like, no, you're the oldest cousin, dude. You should know this. You should know that we don't mess with the TV. In fact, you're the one that told me not to mess with the TV. How did you forget? You tired there, big shoots? Tired there, big shits? Just going to yawn on camera for everybody?
Yeah, we worked yesterday from 9 in the morning until 11 at night.
Do what?
We worked yesterday from 9 to 11.
Jesus. Doing what?
Clean up. Clean up the server room. Stuff like that.
Cable management?
Yeah.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you hate/love cable management? Because I heard that it's both. Like, everybody hates doing it, but everybody, like, loves when it's done. Where are you at? Scale of 1 to 10.
8.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, I like it. It's fun. Everything's nice and clean when you're done, and it looks really good. And yeah, get all the dust out of there.
It's all fun and good until somebody comes in there and just unplugs all of them.
And then people come in there and start unplugging things. And you got to stab them. Then you got to go to court. It's a big deal.
They've been watching Ocean's 11, so they think they can go in and just splice some shit in, like a little TV in there, so they can just, like, look.
That don't work in real life.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a movie. It is not real. Do not assume that it's real. It's not going to work.
Ain't going to work. Ain't going to do it.
But real talk, though, can you splice a cat? I guess at that point it's Cat 5. You splice into Cat 5 like that? Just put a little crimp thing on it?
Nope.
Okay. I didn't think so.
Won't work.
I mean, he could have just spliced on a plug and a splitter, though, right?
You could probably with maybe coax, but depending on what kind of signal is going on with the coax. Like, if it's just like a basic video, you could probably splice in some coax. But
yeah, okay.
Other than that, no. Everything's like encrypted, or you need all the pairs, or yeah. No.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, you heard that. And in case y'all didn't know, Logan is an IT expert. He's been in the IT game for like 25 years now.
Yep, 25 of my 27 years.
25 of his 27 years. Yeah, so don't try to rob a casino.
Or do, I don't care. I'm not your dad.
There you go. Yeah, you know what? You do you.
Whatever. New year, new me. You go rob that casino. Don't let me tell you otherwise.
You have a problem, which we full well support.
You want to rob that casino? You want to do some cocaine? Do it.
Hey, man. Ain't a lot some people want to do for some cocaine.
Rob that casino.
I've never tried it myself, but I've heard it's phenomenal.
Yeah. Is it anything like a Red Bull?
Yeah, I don't know. I got a thing I'm fidgeting with. It's the only thing keeping me focused right now. If y'all don't know about me, I got fidget a lot. It's this little thing. It's off some headphones. Because these are obviously gamer headphones, and this thing is designed so you can plug it into the bottom of the Xbox controller, which is cool. But obviously, I'm not using an Xbox controller, so I had to take the little rubber gasket piece off.
Right.
But, it is what it is. So we're excited about this upcoming year. I hope to have some cool stuff for you.
We're not making any promises like last time, so, if this is the last video you see this year,
Did you say we're not making any promises, or we are making promises?
No promises. You know better than that.
No promises. Okay. Yeah, I don't take it to the bank that we're gonna make them. We're gonna try.
We're gonna try real hard.
But this time, instead of just the old community college try, we're gonna do the regular college try.
Turn it up to like from 3 to 4.
To 4.
Yeah, turn up to 4.
That's a good hard medium. I like.
Hard.
Can we go to 5?
We go to 5. That's
a good hard medium.
That's a good hard medium. I'll take a 5.
That's my opinion on most things. Yeah, it's a hard medium.
Hard medium.
We're asking about your fiscal policy.
Or that's a definite maybe.
Yeah, man. Hard medium.
Hard medium. Definite maybe. Whatever.
Okay, like yeah, the hard medium. That's
not
no. You give them a hard or over medium. You can't have a hard medium. I want them a hard medium.
Dealer's choice. I don't care. Cowboy style. Choice. Put a little coffee ground in them.
Oh, man. You never had cowboy eggs. You're missing out.
Nothing gets you going anymore like
what else we got to talk about? Oh, man, you know what we almost forgot about? Like one of the things that we talked about that we want to talk about. Bandersnatch.
Oh, yeah.
Man, almost forgot about that. After I got internet back, because I've been talking to Logan, I don't get cell phone service at my house because I live in the middle of nowhere. So, like, when I go out and about or I'm at work, I talk to Logan, but then when I go home, I couldn't. Because the internet being down all the time. But we talked about our experiences with Bandersnatch, and Logan beat me to it because he got internet back or had internet before I got mine back. So I'm gonna let him start, and then I'll maybe talk a little bit, and then we'll compare some notes and thoughts and stuff. So take it away, Big Shoots.
All right, it's interesting. Yeah, because I thought it was, I don't know what I thought it was going to be, but it was better than I expected. I thought it was going to be, choose your own thing, maybe kind of a little cheesy, but maybe a good story since it's Black Mirror. So, yeah, I mean, right out of the gate, you're picking options, you're going through, and it gets pretty cool.
What I thought was cool is, like, those first options you choose actually have a bearing down the road.
Oh, yeah.
No spoilers here. The first option you pick is between 2 cereals. And that depends. That affects commercials you see later on, and the same with music choices that you make twice in the thing. That changes your soundtrack throughout the rest of the show, which is pretty. I thought.
Yeah, it's the little things like that you're like, oh, why am I picking cereal? But it's what ads are in the movie or on music. It's the soundtrack to the movie you're watching. It's little things like that. It's pretty cool. But there's also bigger options and. Several different endings.
Let me ask you this question. What was your first ending?
The first ending I saw was not the ones that came to a dead end, not the wrong options. Talking about those, or
I'm talking about the ones that are like the endings where it's like you have to go back.
Oh, it was
not the ones that automatically take you back, but the ones where like you have to choose. It gives you like you can go back here or exit to credit.
Oh, it was the with Colin's daughter. That's the first ending I saw.
The what?
With Colin's daughter, where she's making the.
Oh, the sequel thing.
Yeah, the sequel.
No, it's not Colin. It's
Colin's daughter.
Is it Colin's daughter?
Yeah, because they had the same last name.
I thought it was what's his name's daughter, the main character.
No, because what was her name? Colin. Not Colin. Her name was Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, that's her daughter.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
Colin's daughter.
Well,
She's making a sequel.
My first playthrough, I got the 45-minute or 44-minute playthrough where, oh man, what's the main character's name?
Oh, crap. I can't remember anything about this movie.
It's not Colin. Oh, Stefan.
Stefan, yep.
I picked the option where you do drugs with Colin and then Stefan jumps off.
Oh, is that an ending?
I thought there was...
Because I got that one too first, but I didn't know that was an ending.
Yeah, because then you go back. When you go through, because like when it gets to that, it gives you the 2 points to go back to, or to anytime that it ends with like the rating of the movie or the video game. And they were like, oh, it's this many stars out of whatever. Anytime that video plays, like that's the endings.
Oh, crap. So my first one was when you're picking if you want to accept his deal or not.
Which deal?
For him to come work in the game studio.
Oh no, that's not one of them.
That's not one. Okay, then my first one was the drug one.
That was just a story loop. That's not an ending.
Okay, so the drug one. I got the drug one first then too, because I didn't. I thought that was another loop. So I was like, well, crap, I gotta go back.
Yeah, no, because it ends. It's like, we're gonna do this. That one was interesting. I thought I was actually let down. I was really let down. I liked the Colin monologue about how they're in control of everything and all that. I thought that was really cool. What got me is I thought that one was really going to go somewhere, simply because when they're doing acid in Colin's apartment, there's Philip K. Dick books all over the wall. And so them sitting there and the things that Colin's talking about are a lot of the things that Philip K. Dick touches on. And in his books, those of you who don't know, Philip K. Dick was a science fiction author back in the 80s, 70s, 80s. I don't remember his exact times frame there. You would know him because Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep was made into Blade Runner, and We Can Remember It For You Wholesale was made into Total Recall, and then later just the movie Recall, which is a reboot, and neither one of those are accurate depictions. And I think there's one more, and I never remember it. Anyway, so Philip K. Dick had undiagnosed schizophrenia, and so he had this whole thing where he believed that like there's all these alternate realities out there, and that he's starting to be able to see through them. Man in the High Castle, that's the one I was thinking of. It's on Amazon Prime, the series is. Anyway, so I thought that when he took acid and he jumped, we were going to get to see some cool like split reality thing going on, which we did not see. And that one really bummed me out quite a bit, because I was really hoping we'd get some cool Philip K. Dick type stuff, but then he just dies, and I was like, fuck this.
How many passwords did you put in?
I've done 2 passwords, which passwords?
Into the safe.
Oh, the safe passwords? I've done 4.
Oh, you did all 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Packs, toy, and
I don't know the other one. I've already done those.
It's the guy that wrote the book, Jeff Davies, J.
Oh, it's his initials. Yeah.
Yeah, it's his initials, and you turn around and he's there. It's like,
yep. Then.
Okay, so while we're sitting here talking, this was my theory, and I thought I thought I found like one of the secret endings that they said that they've talked about, like that they don't think people are going to be able to find. I thought I found one, and it turned out to be a dud. I think that it's based on the phone number.
What?
The phone number sequence. After you kill the dad and he goes to call the therapist.
Yeah.
And they do the montage of memories so that you can get the number for the therapist.
Yeah.
I think there's a code there that will let you go somewhere else.
There might be.
This is what I didn't realize that the number was important, but I remembered that it was 5 digits. If at the safe, if you choose PAX, or not PAX, PAC, all right, and you look at his, that's the one where he thinks that his dad is the program and control operative, and he's part of the PAC study and all that. When he opens it up, if you look, it says patient number, and it's 13014, which is 5 digits, which is what you put in the phone number section. And every time that they show his number, it's bolded on the page. So I thought that was going to be something, and then it wasn't. And
did you go back and put it in?
Yeah. I actually spent like an hour trying to get back to that point so that I could do the PAX option. I could do the PAC option to get his patient number and then go to kill the dad and put that in. And it wasn't. I thought it was going to be. I thought I was onto something because it's bold. That was the thing, is the letters are darker in those, like on his file in the corner. It's got like his name and all this stuff, but those 5 digits are dark black, like thick, heavy numbers. So I was like, this has to be something, and then it was.
I'm sure there might be other number combinations. That might be another Easter egg, is a different combination of numbers get you some other video.
Yeah, and I honestly think that's what's going to be, because when they interviewed, what's his name? The guy that makes the show, something Brooker. Anyway, the show's creator, he said that when they filmed it, they filmed several endings that they were like, we had to film endings that we were going to be okay with nobody ever seeing. And so there's apparently quite a few like hidden endings out there, or hidden scenes. So I think the key to that is the phone number sequence.
Probably.
Because you got to think
that's a ton of combinations.
Huh?
That's a lot of combinations of numbers you can put in.
Well, all right, 5 digits. It's 10,000. 10,000 combinations? No. 100,000. What's 10 times 10 times 10 times 10? No.
I don't know. That's not quick math.
Yeah, 100,000. There's 100,000 different combinations to go in. So, like, man, if you think about what it's going to take to get that, the time that it takes to get back to that sequence and to try every number to brute force that is going to be ridiculous. But I think that if you're watching that movie, watch for a 5-digit code somewhere.
Or it could be a different combination of that phone number. Or that number.
It could be, or so my next theory, and I'm not sure on the numbers, the train number where she died, the mom, maybe the license plate number. I don't know. I'm gonna go back through it and looking specifically.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to do it again.
Huh?
I would definitely want to play through it again with somebody, see if I can find some other endings. Or
yeah.
I haven't found.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through again and look for 5-digit numbers because I think that's the key. I think there's a hidden 5-digit number. I might go back through and rewatch all of Black Mirror, the series, just because. So when you go back through it,
there's Black Mirror series clues in the show, in the movie. Like Black Mirror. There's Black Mirror series references in the movie.
Oh yeah, well, especially like when you get to the option where he's talking to the computer, you get there's the Netflix option, which is funny. Did you do that one?
Not at first. I didn't. I went back and did
it. All right, when you're in the fight, did you try to go out the window?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I thought that was hilarious. So you got the Netflix option, you got the PAX option, but then you got that symbol, and that is the what is it? White bear?
White bear.
Symbol from one of the episodes.
Yeah.
And then Nosedive is the way that they spell it, the video game, is the same name as the episode where they the world is controlled by the social media rating, and the girl's points just start dropping out like crazy. And her life goes to crap. That episode's called Nosedive. And then you've also got the other video game, the Collins, the last big one with the robot dog, like Metalhead.
Yeah, Metalhead.
That was an episode of Black Mirror. And then apparently I was doing some research after, and they mentioned the Bandersnatch video game based on the Bandersnatch book on a tabloid cover of one of the episodes from like season 2.
Really?
Yeah, so
interesting.
Yeah. Apparently it's been
it's been in the works for a while.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's been in the works or if that's just where they went back and got their cue. But it's just the fact that obviously there's a lot of nods back to the regular, Black Mirror series. So maybe there's a number hidden somewhere in the Black Mirror series that I can find that will unlock something.
Oh, shit, sorry. Yeah, that's a good point. There might be.
I want to say Metalhead might have had a 5-digit passcode scene with it, which would make sense as prominent as Metalhead is featured.
Yeah.
Because Metalhead's the one where they're trying to get the stuffed animal and the robot dogs are like out to kill them, and they go in the house thing. So I don't know. I really think I need to rewatch the series. I think I might be able to find a 5-digit code or a list of them that I can try and use to get. I want to be the first one to find something like this hidden footage thing.
Right.
Because Charlie Brooker, that's his name. He said that there is an ending that's so next to impossible to get to. Even he hasn't been able to trigger it. And apparently nobody knows.
Well, how is that possible?
I think it has to. Huh?
I don't know how that's possible.
He knows what the ending is, but he hasn't triggered it when watching it. So I'm thinking that there's something. It's got to be the number.
Oh, I'm sure it is, because that's the only way. Otherwise, you visually make all the choices in a combination, but that number one would be hard to crack.
Either that, or you know how like you can make the option pretty early on where it's like you choose to work with them instead of on your own. I wonder what happens if you just constantly keep choosing to work with them.
Oh, that's true. You keep stuck in that loop.
Because Colin obviously has realized that the world is a loop too. Like he's figured out that he's.
And one of them loops, he'll be like, "We've done this before. Maybe that's a different scene too." That's a good point.
And I didn't think about that until earlier when I was thinking about the movie. I enjoyed the movie. Honestly, it's weird. It's crazy. There's a lot of psycho stuff to it, which I love that kind of stuff, man. I'm low key weird. For those of you guys out there listening, you might not seem like I'm that weird of a dude. I'm low key weird, like into serial killers and cults and psychology and shit like that. So, like the fact that he's slowly going crazy is just like I was like loving it. I was like, oh yeah, he's gonna do something bad,
kill somebody. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that's going to be the key. That might be something too, because it causes a loop. But if you do that, and the second playthrough, Colin's like,
"Have we met before?"
We've met before.
Yeah. So maybe after so many times he catches on or something. Who knows?
Colin knows. Yeah, like I would, and maybe that's one of the hidden scenes. Is just like you keep doing it enough, and Colin's like, "We both know how this ends. You've got to choose another option." And you're like, "Oh fuck, Colin."
Yeah, true.
He knows.
Cool.
Also, the one thing that I think that going back to the acid scene, he should have known it was a bad idea when the acid had packs on it.
Yeah.
Which, oh, man, I don't know. What I like about that movie is I feel like I understand less now than before watching it. Like, as far as what it's about. Like, before I knew, like, okay, it's this, but now it's like, which one is it? You know, and apparently they're all valid, but I feel like all the different ways you play, you got to play through all of the ways to get all of the pieces to understand the whole picture. Mm-hmm. And I think that's probably what I like about it the most is the fact that it's at least some uncertainty. And all my favorite movies have left me feeling that way. It's the reason I love Snowpiercer was when Snowpiercer was over. You know, you think that what's his name? Evans. He plays Captain America. Chris Evans. Yeah, the whole time you think like Chris Evans is the good guy, and in the end, you're like there was no good guys in that one. There was no bad guys. Like, it was just two opposite views of a problem that existed. And when you look at it from a pragmatic approach, you're like, fuck, man, I've been pulling for the bad guy this whole time.
I didn't watch that movie. I've not seen that one.
It was on Netflix. I don't know if it still is. Definitely watch Snowpiercer. It's good. It's worth watching, without a doubt.
Sweet.
Well, I think we've probably rambled on for like an hour and a half at this point.
About 2 gigs worth. Or 2, yeah.
Yeah, boy.
2 gig file. Woo!
All right. Well, that being said, you ready to wrap this thing up?
Yeah, kill it, boy.
All right, man. You got any final words, Mr. Rickett?
Nope.
All right. Well, then, that being the case, I'll go ahead and end it as I always do, guys. Thanks for joining us on this episode. Catch us again in the near future. We have social media things at something. I don't remember.
I don't know either. I might put them right here or something. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, man. My Logan with that. We'll fix it in post.
Fix it in post.
Yeah, so we got that. You can check Logan out at the Logan Rickett, right?
Yep.
And I'm at that Tyler Parker. Yeah. Until next time, God, I feel like I need to come up with a new catchphrase, but I just love it so much. I'm not even going to change it.
It covers all the bases.
It covers all bases.
You come up with a new one, but it might feel like cheating.
All right. Well, with this farewell, as always, good luck, Godspeed, and try not to die.
Some stories and some friends.